Yeah, so policy has evolved quite a bit. So first off, even when Kubernetes started, it was the first system where developers, operators, security teams all collaborated. And wherever humans are collaborating, there's a need for policy and governance. But as Kubernetes has evolved, the maturity as well as the complexity of policies and the workloads that are now deployed on Kubernetes, for example, these days, of course, as you've seen, it's all a lot about agents. So now we're doing governance and policies also for the agent layer and new workloads coming to Kubernetes. Absolutely. So we believe policy is the ideal tool for automating configuration. So if you think about it, the platform engineering role is about getting developers to be more productive, and they're also trying to balance security and compliance on the other side of things. So how do you kind of make sure that developers can move fast while keeping things secure? So for this, policy plays an ideal role, and it can automate configurations at scale, which is very hard to do otherwise. That's right. So at Nirmata, we released an AI platform assistant as well as other agents for remediation, for compliance, as well as recommending policies which run on top of Kubernetes clusters, pipelines, and cloud configurations. So the one which we had announced was specifically an assistant which can run on your laptop or desktop as a platform engineer and then help you with your day-to-day tasks around policy and governance. Yeah, so first of all, it's really good at Kyverno obviously and Kyverno policies. So what we see is in terms of accuracy as well as performance, it can beat other just general purpose AI. So it's a little bit higher up in the stack, and is more has specialized training and knowledge about policy and governance and around Kyverno releases, versions, syntax. So it can generate full policies from compliance standards, it can generate policy tests. We also do conversions from OPA or Sentinel, as well as older versions of Kyverno into the newer versions, right? Yes, so in general what we're seeing with AI is there's a move away from just features to actually end user outcomes, right? So if you think about it, policies are a building block in their stack, but the real goal for the users is optimization or compliance or automation. So our agents also focus on this. A good example is with our remediation agent, which can not only detect violations that are inside a cluster, but then they can go and propose a fix and open a pull request directly in the Git repo for the developer. So just kind of complete that full loop, make it a closed loop remediation process, make things simpler for platform engineers as well as developers. Good question, right? So, and we are going to publish benchmarks on this, but in our testing, what we've seen is our AI is not only more accurate than Claude Code or Cursor, but it's about 7 to 8 times cheaper. So if you're, everybody of course is concerned about token costs and price, so that's where our AI, because it's focused on Kyverno policies, policy as code, and governance around it, can do a much better job in those areas. By the way, you can also integrate it with Claude Code or Cursor, right? So it works as through MCP and other protocols. You can use it in any IDE of your choice and further enrich these tools as well. Yeah.